Eric, let me hear you watching EML77 TV, episode 175. What's going on? A few things I want to get going here is the Patriots won today, 41-29. They're advancing to the AFC title game in Kansas City against the Chiefs, so that'll be a heck of a matchup. And the Patriots stepped up when it mattered, and that was the most important thing ever. It mattered now, so it'll be very interesting to see what happens. You know, the road to Super Bowl is going to go to Kansas City, so we got that going. NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool results last night. I picked Mustache Mountain to defeat the team of James Drake and Zach Gibson. I went 0 for 1. Zach Gibson and James Drake are the first ever NXT UK Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to them. I picked Eddie Dennis to defeat Dave Mastiff in the no disqualification brawl. Mastiff won, 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2 in my picks. Third one, Jordan Devlin and Travis Banks. I picked Devlin to win this one, but technically the match did not happen because he attacked Travis Banks earlier on. So, but then Sid Scala and Johnny Saint said we always have a backup plan, and the backup plan was Finn Balor, Jordan Devlin's teacher. Teacher defeated student, so I'm 0 for 3 in Jordan Devlin when I picked Jordan Devlin to win the match. So that for the original over Travis Banks, but I knew Finn Balor would beat him anyways. One prediction I got right was the NXT UK Women's Title matchup. Toni Storm defeated Rhea Ripley for that title, and I picked Toni Storm to win that. So, congratulations to Toni Storm. In the WWE UK Title match between Pete Dunne and Joe Coffey, I picked Joe Coffey to win because I thought Gallus would get involved somehow, and they would cost Pete Dunne, but Pete Dunne retained the title. So I'm 1 for 5. I'm 1 and 4 in my picks. I'm 1 and 4 in my picks, but there is a debuting superstar, a world-renowned superstar all over the world. His name is Walter. He's a big man from Austria, 6'4", 300 pounds. He looked like a cross between Ludwig Borga and Vladimir Kozlov. And he's a big, mean dude. And he kicked, you know how big and mean he is? He kicked Joe Coffey in the face. So I think Gallus will take exception to that and probably try to call out the big Austrian oak, in my opinion. And then you got Pete Dunne staring him down. So could be a UK title match between those two gentlemen. We will see. We will see. Also, Kaylee Ray and Jazzy Gabbert were in the audience during the women's title match. A rumor has it that they have signed on with NXT UK. If they have, that will pick up the women's division up a notch. We'll see what happens. And so there's that. And so the Royal Rumble is 2 weeks from today. Hopefully I'll get to see the Royal Rumble. Also, 1 week from today, of course, is the AFC title match between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. Battle of number 1 and number 2 seeds. We'll see what comes out the winner in there. And the Cowboys have been eliminated by the Rams, so it'll be the Saints and the Eagles going at it in divisional matchup to see who will go face the Rams in the NFC Championship game. A lot of people picking the Saints and Chiefs to go to the Super Bowl. I don't mind that. Listen, New England's done well. This far, but if they beat the Chiefs, they have a pretty good chance. But like I said, the Rams or the Saints could be a big, humongous threat to them. To the Pats if the Pats do advance, and the Chiefs could match up either the Saints or Rams. We'll see what happens. And I just realized something, and this year, 2019, is the last year of the second decade of the 21st century. So I want to, I never thought I would say this, to be honest with you, but the second decade of the 21st century kind of sucked. To me, it's like 85% of it sucked because there were a lot of changes that were happening, and it was hard for me to keep up with. A lot of the changes were hard for me to adjust at first. The first half of this decade, it was mega difficult for me to adjust to life after Ruby Tuesday. As you know, in 2010, February 2010, my work life at Ruby Tuesday changed when they fired my longtime manager that I worked under for 8 years, Chris Vieira. and they replaced him with someone else who just wants to get rid of the old guard and try to put in some new fresh blood in that place. And we were, a lot of us were trying to get adjusted to that, and it was difficult for a lot of us to do so. And a lot of people started leaving. And as of April 30th, 2010, I finally got another job that offered me more hours, which would be, working as a housekeeper at the Swansea Mall at the time. So I ended up quitting Ruby Tuesday after 15 years working there. Just about 15 years working there. Had I stayed till June, that would have been 15 years. But in the first couple of months of my new job, I had very difficulties adjusting to everything going on until the Dartmouth Mall ended up having a vacant spot, and so I applied there, and so I started working there the first 3 days, and then for the weekend I started working at the Swansea Mall. But then my boss wanted me to work for the mall full time commitment to the mall. So Swansea Mall finally freed me up for it, and I, like I said, very, very difficult working there and adjusting to everything. And so I was new there and everything else. And like I say, it has been a very difficult journey. Ended up being at the Dartmouth Mall. Liked it at first. Had a rough time, a rough go for the first 3 years there, due to the fact that a coworker has been trying to hound me and harass me to do my job and everything else, and he's always working the maintenance truck, the sweeper truck. He's always, but after about 2.5, 3 years with the company, he got fired because he broke a rule that he wasn't supposed to let people in while the mall was closed. So, because of everything going on, so then he started accusing of others when it was him all along. So I had that, a lot of things going in. We had the snow shoveling rule bit, and it was a very difficult time to be around. 2013, 2014 during the winter times, they were really, really rough, and it went on. So, so it has been a challenging time for me at that point in my life, and just it has been. Hold up. Wow. A lot of people just, I'm sorry. It's, like I said, it's been, and then I get used to new phones and trying to get used to the internet, and just, a lot of things have been going on, this past decade, and lost my train of thought. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So it has been a very difficult, and for the last 4 years working at this job was, I'm realizing that I'm starting to be miserable over there, and but I'm trying to hang in there, trying to come in, just do my job, 6 to 11. The good news is I'm only working 5 days a week. And even though one less hour, Monday through Friday, 6 to 11, and I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. But still, I think to me, working there, working at the mall, is, I felt like I'm more sequestered from the outside life. I can understand they want us to be professional. I understand they want us to do a good job, and that's fine. I can take that. But sometimes, we got to realize we have a life outside the mall. What if something comes up? What if something happens? And they don't want us to have our phones on duty. I mean, one, one, there's people stealing stuff all over the place, and we don't want anything to happen to our phones. Yeah, we got lockers. I have my bag. I lock my bag up, and just, I had $70 stolen from me a few years ago, and I'm like, never again. I'm not going to allow my wallet to be stolen again. I'm not, I don't want anything in my wallet stolen again. I lost $70. Somebody stole. So I don't know who did it, but I think I got a feeling I know who it was. But I think that individual no longer works with us. So that's something. And I was not very, happy about it. But I think ever since then, I started feeling, very angry about the place, and just like I said, adjusting to a new job, it's very, very difficult. It's challenging, very difficult. It's sometimes it gets under your skin half the time, and just so a lot of things have happened in this decade. A lot of things, a lot of changes had to be made, and it was very difficult to have these changes. And it's something that we have to get used to. A lot of things that we have to get used to. So, last year, I would have moved out. I would have been talking to you guys from a different location. But unfortunately, that fell. I was supposed to move out of my parents' house and go move in with my sister, but something happened that had everything fall through. And since then, my sister and my brother-in-law have not spoken to my family since October. And since this past October, I've lost like 13 people for the last 7 years, 7 or 8 years. I've lost a lot of people. Lost 13 people since 2010. Recently, one of my friends that had a client, they used to grow at church. She passed away recently. So it's like, wow. And like I said, a lot of people that I've known in my life passed away. So, like I said, there has been a lot of things that have been went on this decade alone, the second decade alone. 2018 just started. It's only the first month of 2018. We've got the first 13 days of the new year. The rumor has it there could be snow in the forecast next week, next weekend, I should say. And I have to admit, I'm a little bit scared. I know, but it's like 1 to 3, 3 to 5 inches, something like that. And so start late Saturday night and up until, and then Sunday it's supposed to go on, and then it was so has a lull, and then I think the other weekend, start, later on that week it's going to snow a lot again, and it's like towards the end of January, around my parents' wedding anniversary. Usually snows a lot too. So, but if we do get any snow, we'll probably, I think the total snowfall average for this winter alone, 2018-2019, could end up being in the single digits, because we only had 1 day of snow so far, and that was back in November, a couple of months ago, in the week before Thanksgiving. We didn't have any snow in December, which is very, unusual. I mean, and January so far has been, like I said, it's been a mild winter so far. So I'm praying it keeps up, and I'm praying that we don't get a whole lot of snow. Personally, because with my job, it's going to take me out. I hate driving in it. I have a front wheel drive in my car. My car is not, snow worthy per se, and I really do hate the winter, and I have to admit it. So, but the good news is February is only 28 days. And then March, I will have my vacation the week of St. Patrick's Day. I try to plan my vacations very carefully, especially with this job, because of the, yeah, my apologies. Oh, my goodness. So, that's what's going on. Excuse me, sorry about that. So, yeah, there's been a lot to do, been a lot going on. A lot of things are happening, you got the Donald Trump government shutdown situation. A lot of things are happening, and it's like, can this year be over already? But no, it just started. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's been a very, very difficult journey, and got to keep going. You can't just go. say I quit and just give up. You know, you try. So the one thing I'm learning is to use wisdom in every situation and see what I can do, see what's out there, and see if I can make some adjustments and changes to my life. And I may have to. And you know, a lot of things. You know, like I said, life is a very difficult journey, but you know, we all think. You know, sometimes, you know, I'll be honest with you, sometimes I wish I go back to the 80s and 90s when I was a kid, you know, carefree, don't have to worry about a thing in the world, just learning and just, you know, having fun with friends, playing baseball, and, you know, there are days I don't have to worry about driving, I don't have to worry, but, you know, I think once you become an adult, it's very, very difficult, you know, you know, in my young days as an adult, I figured out I'm carefree, I'm having fun, and all that good stuff, and just, you know, and then when you became a 40-year-old dude, and you're like, you know, and then you still got people making fun of you and all this good stuff, and it's like, last thing I need is that. So it's like, oh, boy, you know, but whatever, we will march through, we will conquer, we will overcome. I will conquer, I will overcome. I'm gonna keep going. Just gotta use some wisdom, think about, you know, strategize in my head what's going to happen what scenario you can come up with. Okay, what's the worst case scenario? What's the best case scenario? And you know, and go from there. And that's the most important thing that we all should learn. You know, and life is what you make of it, and sometimes it's up to you what you decide. And no. Hey, we will see what happens this year. This year's just started. I'm looking forward to, you know, another time at the WEML-TV Festival, fireworks, the Portuguese Feast this year. I'm hoping to go. And I got my GoPro ball cap, which I can easily attach the GoPro on there. No problems, no issues there. So I'm having a lot of fun. I got my new phone. The phone I have for the last, this is my 5th month owning this phone. The Samsung Galaxy S9. And this phone right here, that's another thing I had to get used to, is having new phones and adjusting to new things. And every single day, adjust. So it's like, you know, I've witnessed the Red Sox win the World Series twice. I have witnessed the Patriots winning the Super Bowl once, while during this decade here, actually twice, I think. Yeah, twice. So, Red Sox won the World Series twice. The Patriots winning the Super Bowl twice, and the Bruins winning a Stanley Cup during this decade, the second decade of the millennium. And like I said, a lot of things have happened. I started shopping online, Amazon 2011, eBay 2015, bought a lot of stuff. It basically changed my gaming life. You know, my life as a retro gamer. I feel like I'm I feel like more of a retro gamer than ever before. Met new friends, and I am kind of looking forward to see what happens this year. You know, see what happens. I know a lot of things are going on, and from the political world, from the political realm, it's crazy right now in that department. But, you know, in the entertainment world, be very interested to see what happens. So there's that. So that's all the time we have on this show. And just to let you guys know what's going on, I will be putting up new thumbnails soon. YouTube thumbnails. I create my own YouTube thumbnails, as you guys notice. So you won't see this background on my YouTube thumbnails and me talking unless you play the video. So I'm really excited, and let's see what happens this year. And we'll leave it at that. All right? I'll see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, and God's love, peace, and blessings to all of you, and catch you on the flip side. All right? I'll see you guys later. Have a great day, and have a great night. Have a great week.